We gotta be very inconspicuous. My roommate's neighbor or roommate's mother is near. We have to be very polite and not say anything unhinged. Alright, chat? Do you get me? Do you understand what I'm saying? No unhinged comments. Listen, how you guys doing? Hey, wake up sheepy, stay off the grill, fluff, don't get into. How is it you do? Shut up, sorry. Let's see if anything happened. Well. Why is Rammy's getting into a fight with everybody? Wait a second. That's the second time Rammy's got into a fight with somebody. Let me go check the things for today. What's on the news, really quick? How are you guys doing? The Rammies? Aren't you upset? Aren't you angry?
May 24th.
But how are you guys doing? How's the audio? Shut up.
The popularity of roast beef has sparked a debate among
Roast beef?
residents.
Why roast beef specifically?
Residents are debating whether some roast beef tastes better topped with ketchup or with mustard. Sheepy, self-proclaimed roast beef guru, agreeing with toppings are folly. To reject earthly toppings.
Do you like your roast beef with ketchup or mustard, chat?
Upon being pressed, Sheepy said, "Okay, if you're forcing me to choose, then hold on. I'm thinking. It's been over a week.
This is very accurate for you, chat. You guys are just a hive mind.
We asked residents for their reaction.
Obviously, I don't like mustard, so I think my answer is obvious. The thing is, though, like, mustard is surprisingly a good taste, but it's also surprisingly used in a lot of barbecue. Like, I realize people like to use a mustard base, where they would, like, dab the whole meat in mustard and put the seasoning on top. Like, does that really make it taste good? Because mustard has a very strong taste. Also, look what we got for food today. We have lamb chops. We should exile anybody that likes lamb chops on this island. So I think my answer is obvious. Do you think Alin likes lamb chops? Let's give Alin the lamb chops really quick. Ah. Heyo. Wake up, sheepies. Try this lamb chop. Do you like it? There's not just one type of mustard. What kind of mustard would it be? Because most of the time it's that yellow mustard. I haven't seen many people use other mustards. Does he like it? Of course he would like it. Yeah, eat those lambs. Not one of the favorites though. Not one of the favorites. We don't have any money to give you. We have like nothing to give you. Unless we could give you an outfit. Not expelling outfit today. Let's see. What's the most expensive outfit? We can give you a princess outfit. Do we have one of those? Or a prince outfit? Prince Laphel. The night outfit's pretty expensive. These gowns are pretty, or these dresses are pretty expensive. Let's see. Fairy outfit. I thought I brought one of the wedding dresses, but I guess I never bought a wedding dress. What's the most expensive thing I could give you? I could give you like a prince outfit. That's pretty expensive. Here we go. We'll make it yellow. Wow, there you go. Yeah, I've seen like a lot of people like to use a mustard base. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yo, honestly, no. Honestly, no. Honestly. Hey, oh whoa, how you doing? Oh whoa, it's oh whoa. There you go. All right, let's see who we're following today. Honestly, no. Honestly. Honestly, no. Honestly. Give me a second. Let me go. Thanks again to Sorty for putting the names on the wheel. Let's see who we're gonna spin today. Today we have... Did we not just follow Fendi last time? Wait, did we follow Fendi before? I feel like we did. My dyslexia is catching up with me. Oh yeah, wait. No? Okay, we gotta figure out what's wrong with these two. Why are you guys fighting? I'm not expert, but I'm sure I've seen multiple types and they taste different. Really? I know there's German mustard and regular mustard.
But I sure am angry right now. For science.
For science! It was the other child.
Experiment. I got into a fight with Remy. I'm so mad. For science.
For science. Okay, you should make up.
Not until I calm down. Can you help me with that?
For science. They keep getting into fights recently. Why are they? Why have they been fighting a lot recently? Let's get Sorty in here. Sorty can settle it. Or you know what? Let them deal with it. I'm tired of having to help them. We got 2 depressed people with 2 angry people. They will deal with it themselves. Let's go check on Yod. They will deal with it. We'll see what they do. They'll eventually make up. Ahoy hoy? Keeping them mad? Yeah.
Gather kidnappers to express our appreciation to Roku. What should we say?
I forgot you guys are exiled. Don't. Kid. Nap. Me. Field asked for it. They're already exiled. They have their own island. Bro. There you go. What? Why did it? What? Oh, I'm not typing that all out. Oh, fine. I'll do it again. Oh, what do you mean that happened? Don't. Okay. I'm not putting a comma. Adding the commas too much. Bro. I don't know why I just deleted everything like that.
Bro?
Okay.
Let's do this.
Once the kidnappers strike again. How are you guys doing today on this Sunday? I'm tired. Yesterday was a busy day. I'll explain what happened.
Want to say to you.
Bro.
What's going on? This is out of the blue.
The blue.
Don't kidnap me, bro. Don't kidnap me, bro.
So far, only 2 of you. I'm in a cute forest. Ooh, for 2 campers in my Tomodachi. That sounds cute.
Everyone?
Did you make it like out of custom items and stuff? I want to like play with the custom items more. Do not kidnap the child,
My
Boku.
heart is
Yeah.
so full.
They
It's
did kidnap that kid already. No. Look, best friends, soldier friends. Oh, you guys should just go out. Oh, what happened? Is it for happiness?
We interrupt.
I think this is the happiness one.
We just
Oh,
received some
lingo.
wonderful news.
Because of you, Alan, I'm going to kidnap Snivy. Wow, I'm putting you on the island.
Lingo are being used on idle.
You're going on the island. You're already on the island.
If you compile every piece of lingo into a
One of the
single
defaults was a
book,
tent. Oh, that's a cute idea.
recognition of this. Alan,
Platinum trophy, nice.
thanks for
Just gonna be lurking. Alright, take care.
North.
Get some rest, Victor. Okay. So we have 2 fights, 2 depressed people. Let them do their thing while we follow Fendi. What's Fendi up to? Fendi's taking a shower. Alright. You're the one that won't fix up the landscape? Whoa there. How dare you accuse me of that? Alright, let's go ahead and minimize this, and then we're gonna get back to working on commissions because we got drawings to do. I didn't finish this last night. I was hoping to finish it all last night, but so here's what happened, right? So with draw cry noise. So last night I was trying to, yesterday after stream I went to the rehab place for my father to visit, but then it turns out my brother was in town, and they said he wanted to go eat at a restaurant, and I was like, oh, they don't know what to eat, so I was just like naming off restaurants that I know of, and I said, have you guys ever heard of Panda Inn, right? And Panda Inn, for those who don't know, is the original Panda Express. Before there was Panda Express, there was Panda Inn. And I was just like naming things off, and they're like, oh, we want to try that one. I was like, oh, sure, okay. So we all went there. And the wait was like 45 minutes. And by the time we got out of there, it was like 8:30. And then by the time I got home, it was 9 o'clock. And I started to like give the dog dinner and take him out for a walk to pee and poop. I was dead exhausted, and there was like a lot of things going on in that restaurant. That restaurant's massive though. I've never seen a Chinese restaurant that big. Being your drawing tablet, I didn't think I was gonna need it. Like that was the thing. I didn't think I was like, okay, restaurant, go in and out. I never been to a restaurant that took 45 minutes to sit, and then like another like 30 or 40 minutes to get your food. It was a very, what's the food worth it? It was good. I would say it was better than average. I want to say Mongolian beef was very standard, but the sweet and sour pork, I don't know what pork they used in it, but it had a very like succulent taste to it. And the calamari itself, I like how they fried the sauce and the dressing with it, so it became like this fried crispy outside with a nice like juicy inside. It was a good calamari. Common? Really? I never waited for that long. I think the longest I waited for a restaurant was like 10 minutes. Oh, what's up with Fendi?
What's that smell?
What's that smell? Ooh, ooh. It's not that common, but
It's
not
not
unusual
coming
to
from
wait that
here.
much. Really? I hate going to restaurants. I like cooking. I had fried snail
Maybe
butter. Ooh,
here?
did you like it? The thing is, I had escargot.
The milk's gone bad. Real bad. Like stole my wallet bad.
It's why is there?
Who would just leave this sitting out?
It was probably Sorty. It's the Sorty bottle, the Sorty jar. Are you sad now because of that? You. Too bad we don't get the item. Can we feed it to them? Do you think because the item exists, there's a rotten milk that I can feed everyone eventually? So good. Oh, here's the thing. I had escargot before, and maybe it's just because the escargot wasn't well prepared. But the one I had, like, the snail had a very bitter taste. It was a lot more bitter than I thought. I like the sauce on the outside parts, but the snail itself was very, very bitter. This is because we need Depresso Island. Yeah, we have 2 fights. We have 2 Depresso. Depresso Espresso. Not bitter at all. Interesting. What does the snail taste like? Like, the only time I had snail was escargot.
Guys.
Aw, nice. The way Fendi walks. Just playing with the maracas like that. Garlic? Really? Tasted like garlic? Garlic must be strong.
Yeah.
Why even eat snails? It's one of those things where it's exotic, you know? I think part of it is like maybe too like sort of like how back then things like bacon and lobster were eaten by the poor people, and essentially people use that as, you know, their nutrition. I imagine snails might have been the same way, but then like it got escalated to be something fancy. Are they even good food? I feel like they wouldn't be filling. I mean, it could be one of those things that they're nutritionally rich.
Okay.
I don't know. I never really looked into the nutritional value. But it's the same thing like, why do we eat caviar or eat like in small dosage, or what's that thing called? The one where it's like the raw meat? I doubt that. It's more for the experience than it is for satiating hunger, right? There's a lot of food like that that's out there. In fact, sushi technically is an experience food, not really a nutritional food. Granted, raw fish does have a lot of nutritional value, but people don't like, you don't like get full and all your value of dishes or nutritional value from flex from sushi, you know? Or well, not sushi, but I mean sashimi, right? Sashimi and what's it called when you have just the rice? Sushi's at least fish meat. I mean, snails is still technically meat, you know? Just like how eating a grasshopper or something that has nutritional value, protein. So, but I do think that snail itself is more like a experience, right? Are they? I mean, it's an animal. It was a living animal, the same way what's it called was a cricket would be. Gonna start calling my tin of baked beans an experience. Yeah. You'll feel a lot better. Trust me, you'll feel a lot better when you start thinking of things in experience more than actually like food. Wow, my experience of cracker? Mmm, tasty. Save myself some money on eating those crackers, that experience. But yeah, it's the same thing like hors d'oeuvres. It's like a thing to whet your appetite too. I think that's another thing that like food categorized in. Like appetizers, it's literally in the name of it. Some food is just there to kind of like you eat, it tastes good, but you get hungry because of the value of eating. So technically you could say our hors d'oeuvres as well as snail or escargot can be considered an appetizer to whet your appetite. So there's a lot of reasons why. I think there's a lot of reasons why people would eat it. Also, am I on the wrong layer? Of course I am. Ha! Hilarious! He does it again! John Kajimbo! Here it is. Okay. Squeaky squeaky. Here we eat baked beans. Oh, as is, but it got several flavors. Interesting. I never had baked beans when I think about it. I made my own beans before, but I never really baked it. I mean, if I want experience, it feels like there's a lot of other food to eat before. I mean, yeah, true, but like if you go to a restaurant, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, it's one of those things you get to choose to eat it, you know? And like at the restaurant, like some people like that experience of eating escargot, and then it's like the what's it called? What's the term for it? The appetizer, right? So what's the appetite? It's an experience. There's a lot of reasons, honestly. Might not be my favorite though. I don't like the taste of the snail, but at least I could say I eaten snail before. Humongous Chojumbo does it again. Escargot is an English word too. I don't know if it's an English word, but I do know it's the name of a dish, and that's what we call it, escargot. Escargoon, or kind of reminds me of like frog legs too, because like I had frog legs before, but man, frog legs have no meat on them. They're so tiny. You really just eat that to whet your appetite. Escargot is snail in French? Oh really? Yeah, escargot here is just a dish. It's like snails are kind of unappetizing. They definitely are. They definitely are. I mean, like on surface level they are, but taste-wise, I think it's like to each individual. Some people might like it, some people might not. But I do think like after eating it, it is a bitter taste that I do not like. And I have bitter melon. So it's either that or it wasn't properly prepared, because that could be something too. Like the taste of something can change depending on the preparation of it, you know? But yeah, I think it's one of those things that different types of appetizers for different types of people. Why are we arguing about snail again? So it's just the entry dish? Because I don't think they ever have like an entree dish of a whole snail, do they? I know they do have a frog, but oftentimes frog legs are like an appetizer dish, because essentially frog legs are very light on meat, and they do taste good per se. I had frog legs and I like the fried batter on top of it, but like I said, it's literally lacking of meat. You can't really make a dish out of it unless you have a lot of frog legs. Only had shrimps, but no ground insects. Ah, shrimps are pretty good. There's a lot of different types of like seafood creatures that are small that can be considered rodents in the sea that are pretty tasty. Like if I was in a famine, I would eat them, but like I can get normal foods. It's the way it's prepared though. That's the thing. You don't just like, escargot is not just snails directly, right? You don't just like pop the snails in your mouth. It's prepared the same way as I would say shrimp scampi. No, more like oyster Rockefellers, right? Basically the butter and cheese sauce that goes inside it basically like kind of simmers it, and it gets cooked in it and absorbs a lot of flavor, right? And then like gets topped off with some seasonings. So it's not as simple as just eating the snail itself. At least the escargot I had. I don't know. Torty said that he had it with garlic butter and stuff, so it really is just depending on the seasoning. I think that's the same to be said about a lot of food too when you think about it. Like a lot of food can be unappealing and unappetizing, but the way it's prepared can like change everything on it, you know? Like for example, like imagine someone that doesn't like pork, but then they eat it as a sausage, but don't realize it's pork, right? Something as simple as that can really like affect it, because like the sausage has a bunch of different seasonings and things in it to change the flavor of it, basically, right? The taste of a pepperoni versus the taste of a pork chop are completely two different things. I'm saying all this as a means to defend my argument of I ate a snail before and I'm not crazy. That's a very elaborate way to say, Alan, that you're chonky. But I only ate it once, and it was on a cruise ship. Like Mama Sheep and Papa Sheep went on a cruise, and they took me along. And yeah, I had a escargot. It was snail without the shell. Oh, that's interesting. Was it something that you prepared, or was it like at a restaurant? But I really do think that the snail that I had was just not properly prepared. Pizza restaurants? What? Pizza restaurants are serving snails? That's interesting. I didn't think that would be a thing they would do. Did they put it on the pizza? Send a DM. kind of what it looks like. Let me see. I'm curious. Oh yeah, that is definitely just escargot. It's just that they're deshelled. They're just on the, they're just in the platter. That does actually look pretty appetizing. It could just taste like that. It could. I don't know. I think the thing is, like, when it comes to taste, my rule of thing is to eat it 3 different ways to know what it tastes like. But if you look at this right now, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's snail, right? It does look pretty appetizing. It kind of reminds me of like oysters, smoked oysters. They do look like smoked oysters in a way. Oil, garlic, grated cheese, and a couple snails. Yeah, that does look pretty good. But yeah, I think it's one of those things, like the rule of 3 is a good kind of way to test out what the food tastes like. I think 70% obscured. I mean, yeah. But wouldn't that be said about a lot of different foods? Unsure. I feel like that would be said about a lot of different foods. Might be oyster, might be snail, could be one or other. Really? I don't know. Smoked oysters tend to shrink in size and blacken in color, right? Regular oysters, raw, they are pretty big, right? But smaller or smoked oysters really shrink. They get condensed. I like how I keep hearing the sound. It's just Akane in the background. Have you guys ever had raw oyster though? I have to say, raw oyster is like a mixed experience for me because like I like the topping and dressings you usually put on it, like hot sauce and lemon juice and things like that. And it is kind of nice that you could just have like a very nice like sea salty kind of flavor that you could swallow raw. But at the same time, it's very slimy. Like, I don't like the texture of it, and sometimes too, like, the oyster itself could be grainy inside. It's interesting. But I heard, like, you can't eat oysters raw, and I did it before. But can't say it was my favorite experience. I think I like my oysters, like, baked. Like, baked oysters are pretty good, right? Especially when you bake it with some cheese, spinach, and bacon, right? And have some, like, maybe a little bit of, like, butter on it. Very simple, especially the spinach part. They call it oyster Rockefellers. Rockefeller? Very, very tasty. I'm hungry now, chat. We only just started. Oh. What does Fendi want? Go, Fendi. Go kill. Go attack, dog.
Thighs. Hey.
Thighs?
Haven't seen you around here before. I go by Fendi. Thighs.
Ouch. Fendi, was it?
Edge.
Okay. I'm Edgelord.
Edgelord. There we go.
Thighs. Oblap. Spinach tofu blap.
I was intolerant of seafood, but managed to get over it. I heard about that too. Like, some people used to be like that.
Barn clam.
Which is like I said, it's a shame because like seafood is like really good. Shrimp, oysters, clams. Oh, clams especially. Like, I don't know if you guys ever had like steamed clams.
I feel like Edgelord,
but
and I get along a little better now.
Edgelord.
Thighs.
Thighs. Like, if you guys ever like boil clams or have like steamed clams, keep the broth. The broth makes a very good soup, right? You would have to, like, I would say cut some ginger and some onions and some garlic and put it in the broth of the clam juice. Clam juice? The boiled clam? I don't know if clam juice is the word. Really tasty. And if you add a little bit of like chicken broth to it, super duper tasty. It's a very rich taste. Same with shrimp. Like, if you guys ever have shrimp with the head on, I would say definitely boil it. Like, make it into a soup. The shrimp taste in the soup is really, really good. And a lot of the flavor does come from the head of the shrimp. So I would say, like, get some shrimp. Get some, I would say maybe like some vegetables, like onions, tomatoes, and garlic. And then maybe like some cabbage. Boil it in there. Pretty good. Seafood is not that easy to get inland, yeah. That's the thing too. Part of me like wished I lived on an island because I love seafood. I love fish, I love clams, I love like all sorts of different things, right? But sadly it's so expensive inland. Why must this be the case? Sad Alin noises. Also, I gotta change this. I didn't realize I made her eyebrows 1010. Compare seafood to worm makes me go crazy. I don't think I ever seen someone compare it. Though I had my friend like who doesn't like seafood make fun of me, saying like you're gonna get mercury poisoning. But I don't know. I'm not mercury poisoned yet. I'm okay, guys. Right? Mercury poisoning? Watch out, chat. Get down. I'll eat that seafood for you. You're glowing green. I do know like tuna technically has a lot of mercury. I think the thing is too, I think I was overhear my friend talked about like an article they were reading, right? And they said how technically like tuna can be classified as a shark or something like that. I think it was like the bluefin tuna. Like they're recently thinking about classifying it as a shark because of reasons. I don't know. Let me see. Bluefin tuna shark. Let's see. I don't know. I was listening to them. I don't know if that's the case. Is tuna a shark? No, tuna's not a shark. And I don't know why I was overhearing my friends say that. Maybe it was like I didn't hear their full conversation. Did you see this planet thing I sent? No. Hope seafood will be a thing in the future, even after certain countries are actively overfishing. I mean, like, it's always gonna be a thing, is it not? I mean, we have fish farms, we have oceans. Are you a shark? Can I be a shark VTuber? Did you see that? I think someone angry was nearby. Little photo I sent. Did you send it to me in DMs? Wow, that's a cute tummy. Is that what you said? Not if you kill the sea? Is there like a prerogative going on that's trying to kill the sea? Let's see. Streamer mocks Clanid. Content creator unleashed the wrath of the internet's old guard after posting a video mocking the classic art style of Clanid. I feel like, did I read this yesterday? I'm getting some sense of deja vu. The streamer recorded herself bursting into laughter at the designs popularized by Kyoto Animation in 2007, comparing the protagonists to an ant, calling them ugly, and labeling the aesthetic uncomfortable. Interesting. I heard the Clanid thing. The bellies for your practice. The community response was immediate, with a massive backlash accusing her of being an anime tourist who demands modern visual standards instead of story's emotional weight. Missing out on one of fiction's most devastating work. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, like, I like the big eyes. I do think the cute big eye look is kind of like nostalgic in a way. You know? It's like a one important thing. Because I think the what's it called? The moe style that evolved over time becomes really cute. And the thing is too, like, I don't know if you noticed this too. I think it was something I noticed when looking back at the older anime. But a lot of the big eyes don't look good when they're in screenshots. But in motion, they actually work out pretty well. Since you did say you hated it, I don't remember it. I won't lie, I've been disassociating my body. I've been losing track of the days. I don't know where I am. It's not trying to kill the sea, it's more like overfishing to the point. It's a huge impact on the ocean. Dang, that's crazy. I feel like we need to start like giving some time for the fish to repopulate. Scroll up to the video. Alright. Why jump to what? Sucked? Oh no, I don't want to listen to this. I like Clanid, guys. Already, I don't want to listen to this. Look, she can have her opinion. It's a quick torture? No, I'm not listening to that. Look, she can have her opinion, you know, but she's not right. I wouldn't say objectively right. She could like whatever she wants and all that stuff. You're worthy of prison? No. No! Respect the classic to this house, but I think it's one of those things, like, she can have her opinion, but I think it's one of those things that I also have the right to just ignore her, block her, or mute her, right? I don't need to listen to somebody who basically bashes on something that I would like. That's my opinion on it. So, I'm not even gonna bother with this person. Like, I think it's one of those things that, like, on Twitter, I don't know if it's just me, but has everyone been overly negative lately? Because I think I was reading something yesterday about like that new thing, Gamerverse, and like people are already attacking it, then I remember my friend was just talking to me. Wait, is this a second bath you're taking? Like some of my friends are talking about Gooseworks or something like that, an Amazing Circus Gumball thing, and how like the fans are basically just being a menace. And apparently there was another anime creator who left Twitter because of the craziness of their community, or not community, but like their fans. Saw the comment and was pretty sad. Oh, that's even worse. Like, I hope she's not affected too much. And I know like it's easy to just look away, but not everyone can do that, you know? And some people are very attached to the thing because like this is something that's not really well said, but when you put out art, especially when you put out art authentically, you are putting a little bit of yourself out there. And that's why so many artists are scary, or not scared. So many artists are scared to put their stuff online because they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of that, like, they're afraid that people will hate this part of them that they put out. Sent to her reaction again. I'm not gonna look at her reaction, but let me see. Are you picking on my artwork again? Again? There are tons of characters? Is it the same person that's picking on it? Oh, that's even worse. Look, I'll say you could have your opinion, but you shouldn't like force other people to like your opinion, much less like force it to the artist. You're saying you don't sit on Twitter and screech at random people? No, actually. I sometimes get tempted to like comment back, but I know, here's the thing guys, you have to know, people on the internet can be really, really stubborn. Replying to a comment to try to make them change their mind on anything is like talking to a brick wall. And the moment you start commenting or starting a conversation, you already lost. Some people are just stuck in what they believe in, right? And there's a chance that you might change their mind, but at what cost, you know? At what like amount of time cost and all that stuff. These kind of like people that don't want to agree with you will find every reason not to, you know? And I noticed that too. Fandoms of like a lot of games, like crazy fandoms, like Final Fantasy XIV's fandom has a crazy part of it where people are overly positive of the game, and as soon as you say anything negative about the game, they hate you for it. And it's like, I get that you like the game, I like the game, right? But like, there are faults to the game, right? And if there's faults that people are trolling or griefing on, just ignore them. They're doing it on purpose. A lot of fandoms have that. Yeah, I seen that happen with the Gooseworks thing, and then I seen it happen with something else, right? Like, it is crazy too, because like, if you also go on the other side of the spectrum, it's like the moment you like to criticize the game, right? And then like everybody like denies you that criticism because you're not allowed to have that criticism. Maybe the game's in early access or the game is like old and you're not allowed to criticize it because it's working on an older engine. Like, the thing is, people will have their opinions regardless. I don't know. I'm feeling very passionate about the subject. Let me go back and read. Twitter tends to push controversy, rage, because people stay on the site longer. I know, that makes sense. That's as old as time as, you know, that's pretty much as old as time. Engagement makes money. I don't think it's a lot of money, honestly. It's worse than bashing your head on the wall. Yeah, lots of fandom these days. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think part of the reason I never participate in fandoms is basically this. The communities can be really passionate and can be really cool. It can be really cool to see them meet up or cosplay, make really cool things. But the fandom part I don't like is the one that imposes on you, right? They have rule sets, they have things like this, right? I just want to enjoy my game. I just want to enjoy my media, right? I don't care what you guys want to do and like all that stuff, but don't force me to be part of whatever you guys want me to be, right? Insane fans, yeah. I don't know what Gachi Akuda is, but I saw that. For like the last 6 years, it's like a real, like the IRL people. It's possible to be critical over the graphics game. Here's the thing too, okay, this is something that pisses me off, right? I don't get angry about much things, but you know what? This pisses me off. People on the internet have no idea what criticism is. Telling someone that they're like cursing people out and saying it's complete garbage without giving a reason is not criticism. being able to only point out every single negative thing in a game is not constructive criticism, right? People forget that, like, in order for something to be very critical, you have to look at the good and the bad, right? Take it as a criticism or else. Exactly. Like, that's the thing too. I hate that too with artists, because like when someone's like saying like, no, I'm just criticizing the art. Do I not have the right to criticize the art? You literally told the artist they're garbage and they should stop drawing. That is not criticism. Criticism would be like this. I like the way that you did the line work here. It could use some more work, but you have a start, right? But your coloring or shading is not doing well. I think it's an area that you could improve on. That's criticism, right? And it makes me so angry when people are trying to like criticize something, quotation mark, and they just like basically just knock it till next Tuesday. Hey, do we still use that phrase? Knock it till next Tuesday? Like, come on. It's not gonna do anyone help. It's not helping anybody except your own ego.
No, you.
Right? Criticism is about helping people, not being like vindictive, you know? The people who are actually fans become fans. Yeah, that's the thing. It's crazy. Angry. It's something that like does make me angry and upset. It's just like, I don't know. I'm always on the side that like help people be better, you know? Don't knock them down, pick them up. That's my say on it, right? If people want to try to improve, don't try to like break their hearts like that. There's a game reviewer on older games. He'll compare other games to comparable for a time period. That's another thing too. It's like a lot of times when people try to criticize something, they always compare it to something else. But there's like, you know, that's never really a good criticism because you're looking outwards rather than inwards. You're not supposed to be like saying like, well, this artist does this and that. You should do this and that. No, no, you guys are stupid. You're stupid because you're using dumb analysis.
What day is it again?
The amount of times I see completely valid criticism for a series and someone responds that they're being overly negative. That too. The thing is too, people have to be in the fandom, have to be okay when a criticism is, you know, realistic, you know? Nothing is perfect. And that's why I hate about the Final Fantasy XIV community. Final Fantasy XIV is really fun and people can be really nice, but there's a part that is overly cult-like, right? And I think that's a lot of things. Like when I was looking at the whole Xeno situation, Xeno, I don't know anything about Xeno, but his fandom is overly cult-like. There's a lot of overly cult-like things, like the Hytale mentioned. The Hytale community is overly cult-like. The Final Fantasy XIV is overly cult-like.
You're not a baby.
Xeno's community is overly cult-like. It's crazy. I'm going on Hinge. I'm going 100% on Hinge. I'm calling out these people. Stop being asses. You guys get hired. Did you get the people that shit on the artists and still hire them? Yeah. Comparisons for graphics is more to point out how graphics were at the time. That's the thing though, because like we could say that, and I think it's a good like way to.
You really need to change into every day. Sheesh.
I like how Fendi's here, just listening to Rabbies. Slight tangent, yeah. Hytale mentioned! There's a type of fandom that is toxically positive until it turns on the thing and the author fails the purity test. Yeah, the thing is too, like, I hate it too when fandoms think that they are the overtelling, the overwhelming lord of the media. I think there was a... Yeah, you can hear everything that she's saying. There was a post too that, like, I can't tell if they're trolling, but they don't have a blue check mark. And I can't tell if they're real, but they said that the artist is just in charge of creating the subject and the fans are in charge of creating the interpreted meaning that the artist should do. It was the most crazy entitled message I've seen. Let me see if I can find it. I'm so, I'm fuming. Whoa, I'm so angry. Grabs throats. Let me see. Let me just go find this message. I was so like, ugh. Let's see. Here we go. I found the message. All right. Tell me this is not the stupidest thing you ever heard. I'm not gonna show the person. I don't want you guys to attack them. The artist should just work for her art and let the fans do the rest. If the fan says that the characters are trans or gay, then it's the artist's work to make it the way the fans want. No, that's not how it works. The artist gets to decide. Oh, it's such a. Oh, I'm gonna blow gas it. I'm getting angry. That's 100% entitlement. Like, this person does not know how media works. These people are maybe actually mentally. The thing is, they don't even have a blue check mark. They're just doing it for the fun of it. They're not even getting paid. I don't know. Am I getting baited? Is this what they call the master of baits? Whew. I can't believe that's a real post, honestly. And I don't think it's a real post. There is no way there's somebody that full of themselves. And if there is, they really need to check themselves. Bates used to be believable. I'm able to become a professional chef now. I'm grabbing you, Omo. I'm tossing you out the window. Yours is great, but it's chat's time to voice you what we want. Ah! You guys are already doing that. You guys saying I'm a fanboy. You're part of the problem. You guys been part of the problem this whole time. I knew it. I need to cancel you guys once and for all. Don't start accusing us. I'm not a fanboy. Does he just stay in Tumblr until Tumblr gets decided to ban explicit content? I don't know. These kind of things I've been seeing a lot more. I think it's partially because like I've been trying to catch up on today's events, like of things that were happening recently, because I've been off the Twitter for a while, right? But I've been trying to catch up with things, but I feel like for some reason lately people have been largely more miserable than they have been in the past. I don't know what it is, but people have been really miserable lately compared to recently or back then. But you are a fanboy, that's a fact. No, that's not how it works. I think you can hide a checkmark nowadays. Can people hide a checkmark? I don't think you can you? Because like, isn't it that Elon Musk wants people to know that you're checkmarked? That way you get the premium, like, you know, treatment. It's like, yes, I am part of the premium club.
For dinner last night?
What did I eat for dinner last night? But yeah, that's my take on it. That's why I really think like that woman is allowed to have her opinion. But if she's using it against the creator, that is no way to approach it, you know? She's allowed to have her opinion, and she's allowed to give her criticism, and she could say it out loud too. But understand that she needs to understand her words have consequences, and you know, there are actually people behind these creations that will poop on her opinion. Yeah, poop on it all you want. And I do encourage people to not harass, but make your opinion be known as well, right? But just know that oftentimes, like trying to argue against someone is like, especially who's set on their ways, is a dead end, and it could be a waste of time, you know? I would say you can poop on people's opinions, but just know that it'll probably be a waste of time. It is an extension of what Tumblr was, way more radical. I've never been on Tumblr. Well, I have been on Tumblr, I'll take that back. But I only posted art there. I never really, like I said, participated in any community, right? So I'm not too sure what the experience is. Rin Penrose design, but I don't make it Rin's problem. Exactly. And you can even state it out loud if you want. But you do understand that like it does have consequences. People have worked hard on these things, you know? And like I said, art is just an extension of the artist's soul, right? It's basically what the artist really likes, manifested into a drawing, you know? And when you start attacking someone's art, not under criticism, but under just insults and flinging all over the place like terms, you know, that hurts. Hey, that's also, we're having a philosophical talk about art, right? Alan, serious mode? I'm serious about these things. Like, I do think that people do really take the artist out of the media, and I get why some people do, but at the same time, you can't really treat the the artist's like work like crap, you know? Even like that's why sometimes too I feel bad to kind of make fun of games. I try to resist the urge to make fun of specific games. Like even a game like Mixtape, I would say too, had its own creators. May not be my game, and it may not be a 10 out of 10 game. It may be an industry plant, but there are people who worked on it, you know? So that's why I can't say like, man, Mixtape is the worst game ever. Not my game. Definitely an industry plant. There's no way that game's not an industry plant. But I do think that the game deserves to exist, and deserves to have people play it, you know? That's my take on that too. Do be enraging to see how people act online? It definitely does. I think there should be... I think we should like know this and that, take into heart that our words do have, you know, what's it called? Range. I like to do my particular style. It looks messy. Yeah, see? You just have to enjoy it. Can you even call Mixtape a game? Okay, the movie. Alright, the Mixtape movie is pretty... it's not really a game. But I do think that, like I said, I do support the idea that people can play and enjoy it. I just don't think that it should be as... My opinion on the game, quotation mark, is that it shouldn't be as widely spread. But here's the thing that I was thinking about, like with Mixtape. If the game never really got the 10 out of 10s that everyone tried to give it and put it into the limelight, I think people would have enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem with a lot of the stuff that happens like this. It's not necessarily the game's fault, in my opinion. It's the people around the game, you know? Like, Mixtape is not, like, from the little things I've seen of the game, it's not the most offensive game I've seen, right? But the thing that is offensive is how everyone treats it like the second Messiah. It's the same reason I have, like, I wouldn't say critical. The same reason I'm a little hesitant about Hytale. Hytale mentioned! Because everyone around it seems to treat it like the second coming of Jesus. I don't really trust something like that if everyone's doing that, and I feel the same way about Mixtape. But I do think that under different circumstances, the game itself just coming out and just being a regular game, whether it got popular or not, would have been fine if it wasn't for everyone basically, what's it called? Everyone basically giving it the glaze that it did. That's my opinion on it, right? Mixtape deserves a hate since it just had that much money behind it and permanent music license. It's like AAA games don't get that. Exactly. But here's the thing, if we never had... Why is it I'd say so, BD? I don't know. Fenty's pretending to be an adult. Disguised as Swordy right now. Nobody could tell the difference. You know they have government funding? There's a lot of games that had government funding. Yeah, that's my take on it. I think that it's gonna be like one of those things, especially in the future, forgotten. People are gonna come back and be like, oh yeah, the story was kind of cute. Definitely not my story either. I saw the gameplay and some of the story, couldn't make sense of it, right? But you know what? Somebody out there enjoys it, and I don't wanna damage their mood for it. You know? I'll say right now, like I said before, let them just enjoy it. Do you not want to play? Absolutely not. I hate that. But you know what? If somebody likes it, they like it. That's not my kind of thing. And I do think it's kind of crazy to have that, but you know what? If the game's released, I guess it's legal? I guess? I don't know. So, but that's what they want. And I'm not here to stop them from doing what they want to do. It was a game that would get... Yeah, it probably would have been. Regardless of whatever happened, I think the game was never going to be big. It wasn't going to be like Destiny 2 or Final Fantasy 14 big. But I don't know why everyone was treating it trying to be the biggest thing. Like I said, it would have been a... I think, here's the thing, alright? Games need to survive on their own without the public eye, you know? That's what I think, right? And I think, like... That's how gaming should kind of be, in a way. The game should be able to have its own feet, and if it doesn't, then, you know, Darwinism. Survival of the fittest. So I think Mixtape would have got consumed by the ocean that is the video game market, right? Let me hydrate. The only reason it got as big as it did was just because of the you know, people pushing it for it. And I think, in my opinion, they're allowed to do that because it's just marketing in general. And marketing is not really illegal, no matter how dumb sometimes marketing can be. Let's be honest, it's just a marketing thing. But they could do what they want. Industry plant, literally. I do think it's an industry plant. Every time I look at it, everything spells industry plant. But I don't think it's bad that's an industry plant. I do find this, okay, here's something I found really funny lately. Is it just me, or are people starting to take game reviews seriously again for some reason? I've been seeing people like complain about like, oh, IGN gave this game a 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. When did we start caring about video game reviews? I don't know. Like, I still don't care about the video game reviews, but suddenly people are starting to get excited to see like, oh, my game got an 8 or a 7. Or your game got a 7 or 5. It's like, I think, you know, game reviews are something. I've seen a lot of games die due to the poor marketing, yeah. A lot of games do die without the marketing, but games that do deserve to be bigger tend to find a way, whether it's through a niche market, spread of word of mouth, things like that. So it's one of those things too, if you really like a game, you have to take the effort to kind of help, especially a niche game, you have to go to the effort to help kind of people know it, because like word of mouth is probably the strongest advertisement. Compared to like reviewers and all that stuff and like commercial ads, word of mouth is the strongest type of advertisement. So if you like a game specifically, help spread it. Got scared of a shower? Yeah, stinky. Got it from you. Stop being relevant? Exactly, you know? And that's why, like, I don't know why people are all of a sudden clamoring over like, IGN did this, IGN did that. Like, I could care less what IGN reviews my games to be. I don't know, sometimes it feels like we go backwards on opinion. The thing is too, okay, I hate it too when people like treat the game really well just because IGN gives it a high score. They're like, oh my gosh, the new Yoshi game got a 9 out of 10 from IGN. I don't know, we shouldn't start just caring about IGN scores just because our favorite games got a high review. That's my opinion though. 7.6, too much water. Yeah, the moment they did that, I realized that like reviews were pretty like non-negotiable. Why did you go in the bush just to play with Morocco? Look at her, she's going crazy! She's freaking out! Finally seeing it for what it is, yeah. Because the guy didn't touch the controller. Tough head. Yeah. But I think your best way to actually know if a game's kind of worth it is watch the gameplay footage, get a feel for it, maybe even watch a little bit of like, you know, some people like playthroughs on it, just to see how you feel about the game. And if you think it's a good game or you think you'll like it, you know, take the chance on it. That's a better chance to take on a game rather than IGN's reviews, really. I think the thing is to know the game that you're buying, right? Know the mechanics of the game, know like the gameplay loop, and think it like if you really want it or not. Steam reviews, not even Steam reviews in my opinion. I don't like reading Steam reviews because like Steam reviews has the problem in my opinion that a lot of them are overly positive, where I think some games definitely deserve to be overly positive, but it's hard for me to find like things that are detrimental to the game, right? It's good to know the goods and bads of a game, right? And I could check the bad reviews, but it also has the problem that like bad reviews don't even have any criticism on it. They just say like game sucks, LOL. Bot game. So I think it's one of those things that I judge things with my own two eyes and feeling. The bad is for you is just a skill issue on your part. Yeah, I hate this game because skill issue. The game is too generous. Movie. I don't mind calling Mixtape a movie for what it is. It's like a movie game. Like, I wouldn't even say a game. It's just a movie. It's a visual novel. How about that? It's pretty much a visual novel. This game runs like trash, said the person with a 2005 computer. Exactly, see? That's part of the reason that reviews are so subjective. The only thing you should really get from reviews is just to see like what the general feeling of the game is. Does Tomodachi Life count as like a movie game? No, because Tomodachi Life has interactivity. Visual novels have choices. I mean, you also have a choice in Mixtape, which is to pick up the controller or not pick up the controller. Sorry. The illusion of choice in some visual novels. Insane Bird. But yeah, I think it's interesting. Gaming is very... I think there's a lot... I think our entertainment sector right now, in the West, per se, I'm gonna just include that because I don't know if other people are experiencing this. The entertainment sector in the West right now is in such a weird position, right? Because I would say there's a lot of games, but there's also a lot of... how should I put this? There's a lot of conflict going on, whether it's the games, whether it's the fandoms, things like that, right? And I think this is more of a Western entertainment thing because I haven't seen it yet in, you know, I would say other countries. I wouldn't say it's like more of like a US thing. maybe UK, I don't know. Anybody that speaks English, us English speakers. They'll use a controller for half of it, yeah. That's your gameplay right there. It's a Western problem? I guess that's the easiest way to put it. At least from what I could tell. I imagine the Eastern area has a different problem. Maybe they're like disgusted with the oversaturation of thing. Anglosphere, yeah. Not to say that it's a bad thing, but I do think that in order for us to improve, we have to acknowledge the bad, you know? You don't really get good at something or get good things until the worst things happen in a way. We need a video game renaissance. Gamers rise up! Gamers rise up right now! I don't hear anything bad from Asia. I think the thing is, like, we don't have the Asian boards to look at. Like, we don't regular 2chan or any other Japanese message board. Same with, like, we could see it in Japanese Twitter, but at the same time, it's easy for someone to pretend to be Japanese on Twitter. Right? And even then, Google Translate's not the best, or Grok Translate, not the best. Plus, a lot more people are more reserved of their opinions in the Eastern Hemisphere, right? A lot of Asian countries teach that being more reserved with your opinions is the much better route to go. So it's one of those things, there might be a lot of problems that are underlying their entertainment sector compared to us that they're not saying aloud. At least that is what I noticed. Based on my knowledge on different cultures, especially as an Asian myself, we are taught to be more reserved with our opinions and criticism. Basically, do not rock the boat is what I would say. That's a good thing. I think it's a good and a bad thing. It creates a different problem, but it also creates a different solution. We ain't seen the negative stuff in Asia because we ain't seen it. Yeah. But I do know, like, when they tip over in Asian countries with their opinions and stuff, they do tip over. Like, do you guys remember, like, the Kyo Animation fire? Do you guys know about, like, the Korean game company that got attacked by the fans, right? Do you remember the harassment campaign in the Korean game where they sent food trucks with a lot of stuff on it, like a lot of messages on it towards the buildings, right? There's a lot of crazy things that happen, right? But it's some of those things that we don't really know. People like that should be sent to drama asylum. They definitely should, but it's one of those things that they have a tipping point for the reserved opinions. It's hard to say. Like, honestly, I don't want to be the judge of either sector. I do think that I can acknowledge that things happen, but I can't acknowledge, like, you know, I can't acknowledge like one is better than the other, sadly. As an Asian myself, I would say. There was actually there was some important women in gaming. What? Yeah, there's a lot, like, if you look into some of the stories, there's a lot of crazy things. Like, I feel for some of the things that happened. Like, that Kyo Animation fire was a very sad thing to happen. And I remember there was, like, wasn't there somebody that drove their car straight to through one of the buildings? Who's pressing that button? There's a lot of interesting things that happen around the world, right? But oftentimes we don't get the reports as often as some things.
I've never seen it.
And I just think that,
before,
like,
guys.
They're dealing with their entertainment sector, we should be dealing with ours, you know? So I don't think we should affect them just like they shouldn't affect us. At least in my opinion. At least in my opinion. I think we should figure ourselves out first before we start like worrying about other people. Go Fendi go. Yeah! What does Fendi want? Korea had a same gender war stuff. I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything about it, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of you know, Fendi might not be the brightest. She's kind of stupid. It's kind of cute though. Your grandkids? That's not my grandkid. That's Sorty Offender's grandkids. Run straight to the bathroom, man. I would also go to the bathroom after that embarrassing moment. So Hazakashi all over the place. But yeah, to end everything that we just said, I would say the happiest you'll ever be when it comes to video games and entertainment is when you formulate your own opinion and don't like look at other people for stuff, you know? That is the happiest you'll be. The moment you can disconnect from social media, you'll be really happy about the games you play. And the movies you watch. And the animes you see, right? Marriage check? Marriage check. Let's see if anyone's one that gets married. Wants to get married. Still mad at each other. Still very mad at each other. Wait. Snivy needs help. Let's get Owo in there. Whenever Snivy needs help, we need to get Owo in there. Get into here, Owo. Oops, that's not Snivy. There you go.
Oh, what in the world are you doing? Hick. Could you, Hick, just help me?
So first I do this.
The problem is the studios are trying to the insane mentally people. Let it be like a sign of whether you should continue to support them or not. There's too many things in the world. Oh,
So thanks,
I guess.
I guess.
Oh, don't mention it. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, come on, just get together! How do I get these two back together? Get back here, oh well! Be friends! They'll never become friends, are they? They hate each other. Only get my opinions from Tomodachi Bees? Just kiss already? Yeah. There we go. But yeah, the way I see it too is like, you can't really help and control other things, you know? If studios want to go that way, then it's just a sign that you just have to drop the studio, even if it hurts. Did you hear Square Enix felt they missed an opportunity with something Genshin Impact? I think everybody feels that way. Because I feel like Genshin Impact was so groundbreaking for what it is that people feel kind of like, ooh, we should have done that. There we go. Kind of crazy too when you think about it. We're still getting a lot of Genshin Impact-like games. I was thinking that we would already have like Genshin Impact leave already. Like, not leave, or find a better Genshin Impact. But so far, Genshin Impact's still, you know, the better Genshin Impact. Insane chat logs? I haven't seen the chat logs. All I know is I seen it on Twitter, I think. The conversation about it, how like Square Enix wanted an opportunity with Genshin Impact like games. Kind of interesting. There we go. Video games, am I right, chat? Am I right, we got chat? Video games, am I right? I did see people turning on Genshin Impact on how bad the pool economy is. It is still pretty bad, but it took forever for them to say that. It's been bad, honestly. I think the thing is, like, Genshin Impact though, that's the thing. The whole idea of the poll economy is to kind of funnel you into paying money, you know? But Genshin Impact has been more exploitative compared to other games when it comes to those kind of things. They have super cute characters, but the pool economy is really bad. But I'm not too surprised. I think that's the goal of a lot of gacha games, to direct you to buy money. Or Primos? Yeah, probably Primos. I really like these maracas. On your stream? What's my stream log?
Yep.
Insane chat log? What's my insane chat log? Because the conversation? Out of curiosity, would the conversations we have be considered like controversial? Like, is my opinion cancelable? Would I get canceled for my opinion? Yes? I don't know, like, I feel like, to me, it's just like, there. We saw the chat log from before stream. Oh, the pregnant thing? Yeah. I was actually gonna put that on Twitch, but I accidentally put it on YouTube, so I just ran with it. It's a bit taboo, is it? Really? One word away from being cancelled?
That's it.
I heard it's 80 per chest per pool, yeah. The thing is though, 80 chests per pool is not really a good tell because the chest is not even the main, like the main, what's it called? The main source of primos. They could cancel you for saying the truth. I'm not even saying the truth. I'm just being neutral. Like I didn't, they could try to cancel me, but I'm very neutral on this. I'm not like leaning one way or another. I'm not encouraging the harassment of others. In fact, I'm saying do not harass each other and enjoy the stuff that you want. If it's a controversial opinion to like video games, then strike me down Twitter and call me thy maker, for I shall stand stalwart towards my opinion. Game how you like the game, and enjoy the anime how you like to enjoy it, and enjoy and ignore everybody else, for everybody else do not matter. Not picking your side not equals not safe. I'm controversial. Do you think I made a blacklist already? I'm kind of curious. Like, I want to see if I've been on any blacklist now. Do you think there's somebody that was like browsing through streams and they're like, huh, this guy's a little controversial. Blacklist him from all VTuber collabs. I mean, there's a possibility. Everyone yell at each other, so I can laugh at you from the sideline. Very much, that's me. I won't lie though, I do laugh at some of the opinions about other people. Not you, you aren't that big. Do you think if I was bigger and I said my opinion that you should enjoy games, I would get canceled for it? I'm kind of curious about something like that. Because I always wonder about that, like, I know a lot of the bigger streamers tend to be more safe. And it makes sense. I would be a lot more safe too if I was a bigger streamer. But I will still have my opinions on specific matters, you know? I'm not like, you know, neutral. Well, not neutral. I mean, I'm neutral, but I'm not like opinionated? I don't know. How should I put it? I'm pregnant. People would at least try to cancel you. They could try. I mean, the only thing that'll do is make them look worse. I'm sure I might lose a part of people that would, you know, might watch my content. But at the same time, if they're getting upset at me not taking their side, or anybody's side per se, then I think it says it's a bigger problem on them than it is me. And you know what? I can't control that. And they are allowed to feel that way. And they are allowed to not watch my content. You know? I just think that, essentially, you are allowed to be free. Can we turn this chat into the average Twitter thread? What's the average Twitter thread look like? Hey Spencer, how you doing? We were talking about a lot of controversial subjects apparently today. I didn't think it was controversial. But you know what? Strike me down, Twitter. Call me thy name. Thy name is Alin. Eh? Yeah, I was saying a whole bunch of controversial opinion apparently. My controversial opinion is that you should enjoy games and don't care about anybody else. Right? You like mixtape, you like mixtape. You hate mixtape, you hate mixtape. You like Final Fantasy XIV, you like Final Fantasy XIV. You hate Final Fantasy XIV, you hate it. You hate it. You know? Just be you. You know? You and nobody else, chat. Caresses your hair. Looks you in the eye. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting if I ever get big, I suppose. Only thing I would say though is that I do think that like I do think it's one of those things that you shouldn't also not like take the streamer's words out of context. I'll say that right now. I'm gonna like cover my grounds right now and say don't take the streamer's words out of context. What's next? Alan's going to come out as a VTuber. Guys, I'm debuting today as a VTuber right now at this very moment. So I don't know. Yeah, the thing is lately I've been I've been what's it called? I've been just muting and blocking people who are controversial. Basically people who are looking to rage bait, I've been just muting them, and I've been much happier for so. If you guys want to feel happier about using Twitter, just block those people. Just mute them. If they're trying to rage bait you or they're trying to say something stupid, right? Just block them. You don't need to interact with everybody. Which is kind of funny. Wasn't there like just a... Wasn't there something like that happened? Was it Shy Lily or was it Bao? I don't remember. It's one of the fish girls, right? But apparently they got like called out for blocking people, which is kind of weird because technically that's her prerogative to block people. Like it's okay to block somebody just because you don't want to interact with them. I would say probably mute them instead of blocking. I just block. Like, especially blue checkmark rage bait people, yeah, I'm just gonna block them. Like, at first I was muting people, but then like eventually like people still come back somehow in your feed and it's like you can't view this post. 15 trying to look out for out of context clips. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things like maybe like 1 or 2 years from now, people are gonna come back to my streams and look for every problematic thing I said. And this stream is gonna be one of it. To which I say, viewer who is scrubbing through this archive, fuck you! He? With love, yeah. In Minecraft! I had to add that! You gotta say like more, fuck you too, Luigi! Something like that, I don't know. The children of 30 years will not like that, yeah. It's actually funny though. In Minecraft there's a mod for that, don't say that. But it's funny. Speaking of which though, actually, my friends who work in the education field has been telling me that a lot of kids nowadays, like the older not older generation, but the kids that are reaching like high school age are starting to reject technology. They're like, they said they were like, the reason they were saying like they don't want to use their phone or reduce the amount of time they have on their phone is because they said they seen their mother and some kids like spend too much time on the internet and they want to disconnect from that. I just find it interesting that the new age of children, their sign of rebellion is to reject technology. There's a bit of an irony in there when you think about it. Because a lot more my friends, my teacher friends, right? They're telling me how like there's been a wave of rejection of technology from high schoolers. Kinda good, yeah. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting what happens because like when you think about it, especially nowadays, they are overly saturated with technology in the school field, right? They're always on their computers. They're always like jumping from one computer to another. Even when they go to college, they're on their computer, iPads, things like that, phones. It makes sense why they're rejecting technology as a sign of rebellion. It's like back then when signs of rebellions is like disco or like punk rock, a sign to go against the norms of that time, of the parents' creation. In our age, it's gonna be technology. It's like the reverse of our generation. We started analog and went digital, and kids are starting to reverse it. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. They said that it's not everybody, but it is a good number of kids that are rejecting it. Our future's gonna be like ready 1P or one player one. The girl's tried to get her mom's attention because the kitchen is on fire. It'll be interesting to see where we go from here. It'll be interesting. The future is definitely doing something, and nobody's gonna be able to predict it. I mean, there isn't really many third spaces since COVID shut down a lot. Third spaces? Like computers? Wait, what do you mean by third spaces? Speaking of modding though, which has nothing to do with anything, because I was just thinking about something else too. I'm still gonna miss the Golden Age of malls. You know what though, actually? I seen this really cool thing, and I think this is like the best approach for malls that are closing down, right? So, I don't know if you guys seen this video too, but people were turning malls into apartment spaces, right? Like, I saw it and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Basically, like, they would take the second floor and they would turn them into actually apartments, right? they would break down like the front and then like put a wall there, and they would include plumbing, and they would turn these like storefronts into apartments. And on the bottom floor, they would keep the mall part, and it will reduce them down to stores, but there's like things like cafe, barber shops, and stuff. I think that's the coolest idea ever. The idea of having a living space inside a mall. And it becomes like a big community, you know? Welcome back, Rome! Like malls and places to go. Oh, so that's a dirt space? Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of reduced dirt spaces, so... I mean, like, you could say the internet is now like literally a dirt space, but yeah. I live in a converted hotel. It's somewhat kind of an idea. I've seen that too. There's actually an apartment nearby that's a converted hotel. And it's actually really interesting to look at. A little like tight, but the only problem I have with these things is that despite them being like converted things, they still charge like full price. Defending just didn't find out, did she?
There's a name written on this, but if I don't look too closely, it could be my name for all I know.
I mean, technically, it's like her name's a mix of Sortie and Fender, so yeah. So it technically works, yeah. I think it's interesting. Like, I think these are the real world solutions we should be thinking about. Like, instead of demolishing, we should think about converting spaces, you know? Because I think it's a lot cheaper to include or install infrastructure to make it into a home than it is to take the whole building down and rebuild something new. She's cooking 100 cigarettes? Is she? You guys are very... No, she's just cooking a plate, you guys. Convert Alice to a new hang salt. Yeah. Just like a Tomodachi life. I mean, if they do have a mall apartment, I kind of want that, chat. I won't lie. I kind of want to live in a mall apartment. Being able to go downstairs and just go shopping, or like being able to go like, you know, like walk down like an indoor mall. Kind of cute. I don't like this mouth. Your Asian self is talking very loud. Yes, you caught me. I'm actually Chinese. Hee hee. I did get shown a video of someone was bragging how cheap they bought a house. He got shot at the filming. Yeah. There you go. Let me see. How crazy we live. We're crazy. Rebrand as Alin Laphel. Yeah. Oh man, it's starting to get hot. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Is that how the song goes? There you go. But I was gonna talk about Final Fantasy 14 mods. You've heard of Shoot the Whoop? Is that the one where it's like... I'm a fire and laser! Did he have teeth? I don't remember. That's the Shoot the Whoop, right? I'm a fire by laser! Wah! I feel old. Oh, how old, chat? Now that's an old meme. That's a spicy meme. Shoot the whoop. Ugh. Please don't say question mark with it. Please, that question mark is just like, no. This is called. This calls for epic face. Is it epic face? This one? I'm so old. I'm so old. Wow. Yeah. Please chat. Remember me how I lived. Ken has cheeseburger. Ask the Velociraptor. Don't worry, Grandpa.
Well, Jorpy, yeah.
Hello, old man. Tell us your wisdom. I did tell you guys my wisdom. I went on a spiel about how you should enjoy video games. Love the video games. Cheeseburger. He's fading away. Does. Don't say that. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, but life goes on as I'm fading away. Start from start, explain in 6 bullet points. No. I has a hot dog and can I have cheeseburger? What about Neopets? I actually never played Neopets. That's the thing. Growing up, my games was Growl Online, Gaia Online, and RuneScape, and MapleStory. But MapleStory wasn't like a website or anything. Can I go back to Club Penguin? I actually never done Club Penguin either. Wasn't Club Penguin a paid subscription? I don't remember. I mean, technically, when we going back on the whole third space thing, technically VR chat nowadays is our third space, right? Not a good VR space, but or third space, but third space technically. Paid or free? It was free, really? I don't know why I never touched. Well, then again, I didn't really get into Neopet or Tamagotchis until much later. Someone got taken down. Can't find hot dog. I can't find a hot dog. Or the has hot dog one. I never heard that one actually. But I have heard the cheeseburger one. I has cheeseburger. The thing is though, I feel like the VR chat does need a little bit like, you know, managing. It's hard to say. Like I was thinking about that too. Like how does a person nowadays meet new people? Like I was thinking about MMOs, but technically in MMOs, people have been more secluded than ever when it comes to playing the game. Do you remember Keyboard Cat? Yeah, I do remember Keyboard Cat. It's really hot. Give me a second. Let me go turn on the fan. Oh, my god, it's hot. There we go. Very old. You guys are very old. Was like cats and bunnies and other animals excluding dogs. Ah, has hot dog exclusive to dogs? Oh, I see. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Why is Alan looking at Fendi like that? Ready to kill. I think Piano Cat, Ceiling Cats are both originated from that I Cat Has Cheeseburger. Oh, we should return to YouTube era. Yeah, I do miss that kind of old era. Though, granted, I won't lie. During that time, I actually didn't watch that many YouTube videos. Like, I feel like nowadays I watch a lot of YouTube videos and put them in the background. But back then, I used to put movies in the background. Like, I would rewatch a lot of Shaun of the Dead back when I was younger. I actually just rewatched Shaun of the Dead recently because it's on YouTube for free. We should do like some free movie watch-alongs on YouTube because they have a lot of free movies there. Remember to rate this video 5 stars! Yeah, remember to give me the thumbs up for the algorithm. They didn't even mention the algorithm back then. Oh. I had to put anime in the background. I tried to do that, but the problem was like I like to watch sub, so I couldn't really read and do things. But like I put on like English movies that I enjoyed, like Shaun of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. If you couldn't tell, I was a big zombie buff. 10 minutes max. Dreamscape audio. Been a while since we did do a watch along. Yeah, it's been a while. I think it's partially because I haven't been able to keep up with things, catch up with things. Oh, we'll do it one day, chat. I really want to do a watch along too. That way we can just like talk about movie. I don't think you guys. We should do like I know we should do anime watch alongs, but I do think we should do like some movie watch alongs too. Like I think the Shaun of the Dead. I don't know how many people saw Shaun of the Dead, but that would be really fun. That was like one of my favorite movies growing up. So we could watch something like that, and maybe Good Burger. Good Burger could be fun. Have you guys ever seen Good Burger? Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? You know, there was a line in there too that I didn't really get until I rewatched Good Burger. It was like the one about the guy who had ordered a burger with nothing on it. It's like, I ordered a burger with nothing on it. Yeah, that's what you got. A burger with nothing on it. I want the patty. A patty's or something. You wanted nothing. And he like gets mad and says like, I'll see you in hell. And then as he walks out, he's like, I'll see you there. I didn't get the joke for that one until after I became an adult. Saw the Dead. Did you ever finish the trilogy? Dawn of the Dead? Yeah, I haven't finished the trilogy. I just saw the beginning. Dawn of the Dead. The John Romero, but not the original. I haven't seen the original Dawn, Night, and Morning, and Evening, and Afternoon of the Dead, but I have seen the remake Dawn of the Dead. Agnes movies count? Yeah. Gonna watch Boku no Pico. We're not watching Boku no Pico, chat. I'm gonna say it now, we are not watching that. Shaun of the Dead was definitely better than World's End. Oh, you mean Shaun of the Dead. I didn't know there was a trilogy of it. But that's an old meme too, Boku no Pico. I don't think anyone talks about that nowadays. Like, but then again, that was more like 4chan culture. I think 4chan culture was all about Boku no Pico. I feel like though, if you were to mention that, like nowadays, you probably get yourself into a lot of trouble. Like, I feel like a lot of things on 4chan back then would not fly nowadays. 4chan is definitely a culture. Like that Two Girls One Cup, I think that's what it's called. Something like that. That one's something culture. Something culture. Because everyone knows it's infamy. I think it goes beyond that. I think today's climate is much more different than climate back then. It is what it is though, you know? Different generations. Different generations of memes. What is the Boku no Pico of the modern day? Chat. Redo healer? Remember when what was that called? The one with the zombie and the girls in the school, the cute anime girls, but they're like, what was that called? Do you guys remember? Never forget Ghosty. We don't talk about ghosts here. But do you remember that one anime, the one where it's like the cute and funny anime girls, but then they're in a zombie situation? No, not High School of the Dead. It's I forgot what it's called, but it was like, oh yeah, Gakugurashi. Yeah. Gakugurashi was for a while, like people were saying like, oh, you guys should watch this cute anime, and it turns out like, oh, zombies and dying and everything. And depression. So when are we going to watch Neon? Okay, I don't know what that
No
is.
links
What's
detected.
Neon?
Carry on.
What is Neon Neko Sugar Girl? I didn't know what G2 one until I looked up in my 30s because I never bothered with it. Honestly, I never actually watched the video. I just know the infamy of it. So, I know people used it meme-wise, but I never actually watched it. The best anime produced. I need a plot twist like that to come out nowadays. Yeah. I mean, we could watch something fun too. Like, you guys want to watch 100 the 100 bucket anime list, the one with the guy trying to like knock out their bucket list. And they have 100 things they want to do. That one's a fun one. But never actually saw it. Anyone talk about it except that? Yeah. Yeah. It was supposed to be like Lucky Star. I mean, it was actually I would say that technically, in my opinion, the first half was better than the second half. But yeah, what about 100 Girlfriends? We still gotta finish 100 Girlfriends. There's a lot of animes we gotta watch, guys. You know what, too? Okay, I was thinking about this, right? You mean 2Girl video that you didn't see it? Yeah, that one I didn't see. But I was thinking about this too, right? And I was thinking, like, if I was to get isekai'd, would I want a harem situation or would I like a adventure situation, right? Like, I was thinking, like, if I had to be isekai'd into a game, would I choose a game like Blue Archive or would I choose a game like Final Fantasy XIV? And I actually thought really hard about this. Like, it was like a shower thought. And I thought really hard and I was like, you know what? I probably would enjoy a world like Final Fantasy XIV more. Why not both? I mean, cut yourself in half and I guess, maybe. Can't watch anime because all the streaming websites are gone? Pretty much. But, I mean, you can still watch it, like, technically sort of legal? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No, I will not enjoy Warhammer. I know what that world is like. I have done a campaign in Warhammer, and those people, they would look at you just because you said the wrong thing and execute you. The Inquisitors are always watching. Whoa, Project Moon versus Isekai Awadu. No! Wow, I was a harem on BA. Well, I mean, like, you know, BA literally is a harem. Let's not deny. I'll probably go photos, yeah. But that's the thing, though. I always wonder about that because, like, Final Fantasy XIV is like a big adventure game, but then, like, when you look at, like, say, a harem game, like, say, a gacha game that's, like, focused on the harem, like Brown Dust 2, right? Might get to meet Dawn, and she could step on me with her big cleats. It's gone now? Dang. Project Moon versus... Oh, I read that. since there are so many nice people, there's a lot of nice people though in like other games too. Like after being in the world of Final Fantasy 14 a lot, there's a lot of nice NPCs there. But I do think like the main appeal for a lot of gacha games is the cute anime girl harem, you know? Like ZZZ for example. Would you rather be in ZZZ? So what isekai world would you be in? I would either choose Pokemon or Final Fantasy 14. Oh my gosh! Fendi was running around and tripped! We gotta get Fendi help! Oh, we just witnessed a murder! Who can help Fendi? Your mother. Your own mother must help you. Better look behind you! Your daughter has died!
Remy? Quit farting around me!
Man, it's personal. Alright, Swordy, get in there. You gotta help your daughter. Stop taking a shower. Help your daughter. There you go.
Thighs, is this some kind of bit? Gravity wins again, thighs.
Guys, you can tell they're related.
Well, this is really strange.
World
sure
to be
you'll be
isekai in, or a
fine.
world that has an anime manga isekai?
You know
An anime
what?
isekai. Oh, if I had to
I'm
say
going to
anime
go ahead
isekai?
and trust you.
Anime isekai wise, I would say probably Konosuba.
Thighs, thanks.
Because Konosuba
Thighs.
seems like the most
Thighs,
relaxed out of all
course I'd
the
help
isekai
you.
ones.
Thighs.
Like when you look at like say ReZero seems like a very cruel world. I mean technically Konosuba is technically a cruel world, but at the same time it's like also held by like duct tape and funny. And plus you can go on adventures, I guess. I don't mean the harem stuff, I just feel like there's so many people that help each other and try their best. I mean Kavitos wouldn't be my first choice, but there's a lot of bullies flying around. Bullets, and a stray bullet could kill me, yeah. I haven't played enough Blue Archive to know that, but I think it's one of those things, the world you tend to be most connected to is the one that you spend a lot of time in. Like, I know, like, the same way you would know that there's a lot of people like that, I wouldn't, sadly. Because I haven't spent enough time in there. Ends up in redo healer? Kazuma dies a lot? Look here. Looky here. I'm not Kazuma. So I don't need to worry. But I won't lie that the world of Konosuba does seem like a fun adventure place to go to, you know? Especially compared to the other ones, because like they are literally gamified compared to other isekais. They are very gamified, you know? Just even looking at the whole like, oh, you get your guild card, you get to adjust your stats. Gets blown up by Megumi, yeah. You could be Kazuma. I don't want to be Kazuma. Like Kazuma has a hard life in Konosuba. Right? I mean, sure, you're surrounded by cute anime girls, but Kazuma has to die several times before he succeeds sometimes. He's protected by the goddess, resurrected several times. But who says that you want to be resurrected like that? He even got a manor. I found that really funny that, like, technically, when you think about it, Kazuma is actually really well off. Because in Konosuba, technically he has a mansion compared to other people. I'm just saying, he's pretty well off for an isekai character. You could be like lazy and just live there if you wanted to. People can survive bullets, but their ammo's like real. Yeah, that does seem like that seems kind of painful to live in.
Well,
I would 100% stab Motoyasu. Let's say Overworld, Overlord, or Shield Hero. Shield Hero is an interesting one though, but the thing is with Shield Hero, if you were to be isekai'd into the world, like, I always think about this, right? If I was just a regular person in the world, say I got isekai'd, but I don't have any, like, super abilities, because I'm not the main character, right? Technically, like, if I got isekai'd into the world with abilities, it would be different. But thinking about it, like, say, like, for Shield Hero, it is kind of a cruel world for people who don't have abilities. I feel like the heroes are the only ones that are actually powerful enough to do things. Would you be turned into a vending machine? 100% yes. I wouldn't mind those isekais where I get transformed into an item. Turn me into a vending machine. I am ready, my lord. Do you want to go to Digimon? I wouldn't mind being in Digimon. My storage space? How's my storage space full? What? I didn't do anything. Am I recording accidentally? No, I'm not. I gotta clear out my storage space. Give me a second. Why was my storage space like slowly like filling up while I wasn't doing anything? Is it because of Google Chrome? It's probably Google Chrome's fault. Give me a second. Let me clear my trash can. Vending machine, Alan dispensing his juice. Yeah. Watch this, chat. Squirt juice everywhere. What about City 17? No. 100% no. I am not a Gordon Freeman. Isn't Tanya just roll magic? I don't know. I never actually seen it. I do know it's the isekai one just because of that isekai quartet anime. Oh, I didn't mean to show this. There you go. Pick the correct answer to get isekai into somewhere. Some shitty unknown story with bad balance power pounds. But the thing is, like, look, it's Alan Freeman. Follow the Freeman. There's like one isekai that I thought was a really fun thing that I haven't really seen people talking about. But like, wasn't there like do you guys know that one isekai? I forgot what it's called. But the guy gets isekai'd as a sword. And then like it's like a homeless girl or something like that comes and finds him. And then like he protects that girl in a way by giving her powers. You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the anime is called. And and the girl's like a cat girl. Yeah. The cat girl one? Yeah. That one's actually an interesting one. I wouldn't even mind like becoming a sword. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that one. Reincarnated as a sword? Is it literally called reincarnated as a sword? Alright chat, you are now dead. You got hit by the Alan isekai truck. Alan got isekai'd into a truck and ran you over. You now get to be chosen as an item to isekai as. What item would you resurrect as? Nothing too lewd though, chat. It has to be something, but nothing lewd. What would you choose to isekai as in your new world? Yeah, are we following Fender? Or Sorty? Or Fendi? Who are we following? There we go. Oh, there goes my idea. Shut up, Sorty. I knew you were gonna say something like that. What world? Let's say it's a world that you like. So if you like a cyberpunk world, it'll be a cyberpunk world. It's a fantasy world, it'll be a fantasy world. Or if it's just a normal world, it'll be a normal world. Oh, reincarnated as a VTuber? You know what? We haven't had a story like that yet. Where there's a VTuber that's not actually real. Wouldn't that be an actual fun manga story? Here's the title. I followed this really cool VTuber and met them in real life, but it turned out they were never real in the first place. Boom. Manga title. It's a completely useless sword. If I could speak to the wielder, something like that. Reincarnate into our HK33. A gun? Isn't there one where it gets reincarnated as a girl's rib? Really? I don't know about that one. But I wouldn't doubt that that exists. Hey chat, it's me, your ribcage. I'm kind of feeling hungry. Can you get me some food? That's my favorite isekai. I mean, there was like that sort of pseudo isekai where like Midori no Hibi, the one where the girl became the guy's hand. You could become someone's hand if you want. The fact that there's a non-zero chance someone would choose Patsu, there's probably something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a manga too. I think it was my ridiculous. Oh, I gotta look this up. This sounds great. Oh wow. Well, oh, it's actually on Crunchyroll? Wait. Let me read the synopsis of this. In a world where you can choose your next life, top roles are like the hero with a cheat skill and Diva King who waits when it comes with a wait time of 50,000 years. Rather than wait, one man dives into the bizarre reincarnation, becoming everything from hero's rib to a hermit crab. So wait, does he die several times? Let's see, what is this? Huh? Unconventional life. So he does die several times. I gotta say, the goddess girl is like really cute. Let's see. What is? Does he really become someone's ribcage? Did that person die and that's why he becomes reincarnated again? Rackle. Dabba dabba. I mean, depending on what the limits are, it would probably be some sort of BS OP humanoid robot that's basically human in every way. Another BS. But is that fun? Would that be fun to be just a very powerful humanoid? Like, alright chat, would you choose to min-max your resurrection? I mean, that is a good option when you think about it though. But I wouldn't choose. I guess if I had to choose something, like thinking about it actually, I probably shouldn't choose something stupid and funny. If I was gonna reincarnate, I should min-max my reincarnation. Look at me, wasting my chance in reincarnation on min-maxing. I mean, that's my real answer if I couldn't go godlike powers. I mean, technically, when you think about it too, like a lot of isekais, basically, I don't know actually, I was gonna say they don't amount to godlike powers, but some of them do. I was talking to Cynthia about that, like that one story, the guy who got reincarnated into the world with his cell phone. You guys know that one? Reincarnated to another world with his cell phone? I thought at first it was like a generic plot, but then like Cynthia was telling me how like the story evolves, and apparently instead of like just being a fantasy isekai harem, it becomes a mech anime. Something like that, where like all the girls end up getting mechs and the main character gets a mech. Yeah, that one, the smartphone isekai. Apparently the visual novel changed from like becoming from fantasy to a mech anime. So it's like it started off like really generic, but as the story built on, it starts turning into like a mech anime. So people are flying around in mechs and everything. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Smartphone. Frame gears is what they call it. Yeah, this is from that smartphone anime. Yeah, it really does evolve into just a smartphone anime. Or not smartphone anime, to a mech anime. Kind of interesting to see that evolution, how it changes from one genre to another. I don't know if they technically take place in the same world. I imagine they do, but that's neat. I don't know what this anime is about though. Art? Hey Asher, how you doing? Having a good day? We're talking about anime. I haven't been active here. Don't need to apologize. Asher, don't ever apologize. And this goes for everybody else. Don't ever apologize for not like tuning into a stream. We all get busy. We all have different things. Heck, chances are there's other like streamers out there too that you may want to watch. You know? I've been dealing with family BS. I hope things work out for you. I can understand that. But, you know, never ever apologize for missing a stream. That's my say on that. But the fact that you're here is a good sign that things are working out, you know? Always gotta look at the positive. I won't apologize to what I did on that map. I swear, Fender, if there's jump scares in that map that you made, I'm gonna strangle you so hard in Minecraft. Do you think there's a way I could add like the choke in the Minecraft mod? As a Minecraft mod? Maybe? Ugh. I don't want to play that map anymore actually, Fender. I want to do it. I want to check out that map. I want to see how it looks, but I need my life to turn back to normal. because I've also been going crazy parts. We're gonna be doing a live D&D show. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I'm playing as a druid. Ooh, fancy. Do you have like a specific campaign that you guys are doing, or is it gonna be one of those things that's like a custom campaign? But it's a cute one. I swear though, if this scares the poop out of me, somebody else is gonna have poop coming out. I don't know what that threat means, but be careful. I need it. Here we go. Asher, the interesting subclass one or the OP one? Is there an OP one? I don't know anything about D&D really. Like I said, my only experience with a tabletop game has been Warhammer, and in Warhammer, what happened was, like I said before, I turned the Freak into a, as I describe it, hobo space casino fight club, right? It started off with like, oh, I'm a homeless person on the ship, to I need to start my own casino, to we gotta have a fight club in our casino. And I rolled natural 20s on all of them, and my DM got mad because like our rule of thumb was like if you do D20 kind of thing, you get to do whatever you want. So I got a hobo space fight club casino, and I managed to charisma my way out of being caught. Good times. I took it to Circle of the Moon, and we do have OP on. Ooh, it's a specific campaign. Oh, the Lost Mines, the Found Diver. And we're gonna expand upon it? That sounds pretty cool. He's snoring really loud. She's vibrating with those snores. I hope you enjoy your campaign, Asher. Sounds really fun. I kind of want to do a D&D campaign with like VTubers and friends, maybe. But the problem is I don't have the, as of late, I don't have the ability to commit to any time stuff. I'm just gonna do flat colors. I noticed I've been going rather slow. I should probably like speed up. As they say, yeah, pick it up a notch, you know? Think of how Critical Role expanded on the curse. I actually never seen Critical Role. I'm sorry to say, I've never seen it. But I do think it's fun when you do like, I wouldn't say custom campaigns, but like if you expand on stuff like that. So it sounds really cool.
This sign makes it seem like
Lost Mines is funny to set up the whole mining expedition instead of a dungeon dive. Oh. You get to be miners. Oh, I had an epiphany moment. Okay guys, hear me out, right? I was thinking about this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but is the reason why miners are called miners is because back then, kids used to work in mines, so they would refer to them as miners? Is that why we refer to miners as miners? I got a YouTube channel if you want to keep up with the campaign. Sure, I'll try to check up on it. Critical's quite overrated. Is it? I haven't heard anything of it beyond, you know, what's it called? The children yearn for the mine? Yeah. I get it now. I get it. That's why they're called miners. Wow. Brain moment. I was thinking about it too because I was listening to some streamers talk, and they were making a joke about miners and children miners, but then it like hit me like, wow, wait a second, miners. My big brain tactics hit once again.
What should I have for breakfast tomorrow?
What? Oh, wait a second. There we go. Is Critical Role an animated thing though? I actually haven't seen anything of it, but I know my friends try to get me into it. I watched it for a bit, but man, so played up that it's not DNT at some point. Well, I think that's just the entertainment business. Oftentimes when it comes to entertainment, people have to play things up. But is it like animated? What is like Critical Role? Is it Critical Role has an animated show? Ah. Or is it just like people like talking about it? Like is it just watching people play their D&D campaign? Wait, I just realized that's the wrong thing. Where'd the audio go? Huh? My headphone broke? Wait a second, I think my headphones broke. Wait 1 second, I don't hear anything. Oh, my headphones are breaking apart. Okay, I gotta get new headphones. It used to be just that. It's basically watching D&D, so yeah, so it's watching someone's D&D campaign. Do you watch every single move then? So like everything from start to beginning or start to end? Or is it one of those things they cut out pieces and it becomes a like a best of moments clip highlight? In-person campaign with actual voice actors. That actually sounds really cool. Okay, I gotta get new headphones. You know what? I got a lot of money from commissions. I think I'm gonna invest in some new headphones. I'm glad my commissions are doing well because I can start like investing in things to help with my streaming stuff. I've been using really cheap items. No, it's not record. Okay, so basically it's like the full like 2-hour or 3-hour campaign. Almost campaign, but like play. That's pretty cool. But I'm gonna get some new headphones after this. Does anyone have any recommended brands for headphones? I'm considering buying over-the-ear headphones. When are you going to join? You're a professional voice actor. Can I be like an NPC? Do I have to be a player? I think I make a pretty good NPC. let me do my NPC shopkeeper role. Welcome! Boy, do I have an item for you, my friend! Take a gander, take a look! What is it you look for? Information? Food? I have it all! All it takes! Maybe a couple gil within your wallet. I said the channel over is gonna make you funny. I'll have to check it out. It sounds fun. Did you send it to me in DMs or? Oh yeah, there we go. I see it. All right, I'll take a look. Dungeons and Dumbasses. I could be a background NPC. I'll take a look after stream. In fact, it could be pretty good for me since I've been driving a lot, so maybe it could be something I could listen to while I'm driving. 3 hour 5 minutes. Okay, so they do the full thing then. Since we were busy on the topic a minute ago and I was busy, would you live in a world where every character you ever drawn is real, including alternative versions? Yes, I 100% would. In fact, I thought that would make a fun story. The idea of being isekai'd into another world, but it's a world that they created, but never really like created. Like it's a world of incomplete stories, and the main character basically plays as the... Okay, here's how the story goes, right? Let me start from the beginning. So the idea of an isekai is there's an artist, right? And they created all these different worlds and stories, but never published anything. Their ideas never really got fully published, their ideas never really got fully fleshed out, and he ends up abandoning them, right? And he ends up, I wouldn't say isekai, but he gets sucked into the world. He didn't really die in the real world, so technically he has a chance to come back. I didn't really think about it too fully, but he enters the world that all his alternative stories share. But they're all different stories of different like places, but they're found in the same world. Where it's like, oh, one area is like a cyberpunk area, or one area is like a fantasy area, one area is a dystopian area, right? And then like he essentially meets with the characters and kind of solves his stories by living with them, right? I haven't really thought about it too fully, but it was like an idea that I wrote down, like a shower idea. It's usually when someone dies and gets reincarnated. Yeah, so this is like more like Inuyasha, where they get sucked into another world. Don't know if I want to make it so they go back and forth, but I do think it's like a fun concept idea of like learning by experiencing. And the whole like idea is like, you know, you often don't learn a lot just by reading and stuff. You have to experience it in the world. But yeah, I would definitely 100%. So when are you gonna get isekai into higher engagement? Watch this, chat. You'll be willing to live in the world the same as Alin Laphel. Remember, chat. Alin Laphel is only 5 inches tall. Kills him.
He travels the channel with it.
Sennheiser. I'll take a look at Sennheiser. I know like Turtle Beach is a popular brand for headphones, but I don't know like beyond that one. What do streamers normally use for their headphones, chat? Do we have any streamers in chat? I know Asher, you're a streamer. Do you use a specific brand for headphones? What a rookie, imagining not being paranoid enough to have your backup. Wait, to have a backup for it if it gets into your own story? Skull Candy? Is Skull Candy a pretty good one? Because I'm kind of looking for like a good brand that's not too expensive. But then again, maybe a good expensive brand will last a while. But I tend to be rather clumsy. Hefty. Me? Skull Candy? I'll take a look at that one. Since you drew us, would be also in Alan's world? Yeah. I kind of want to do something like that though, where it's like I kind of want to make an RPG game based on like the streamerverse quotation mark, but basically it's not like it's like Yume Nikki, right? And I kind of wanted to make a Yume Nikki game where it's based off the stupid things we done on stream and memes and some of the big games I played, right? And like you guys, I think it'd be really cute. Kind of like an anniversary celebration, but the only problem with it is though is finding the time to do so, you know? I do have someone, right? Quotation mark, someone that's willing to jump on top of projects with me, and I still have to discuss payments with them, but I think it'll be really cute. I think they're gonna help me so far with like I'm gonna test their ability with a animation project I'm doing soon for somebody, but oh, Bendy, get in there. What if we made a character that just destroys worlds by existing instantly? Oh.
Nice to see you.
I like how Anna puts me on the spot, saying I'm the streamer in chat. You're the streamer! Spotlight on you, Asher. Everybody check out Asher!
Oh,
Asher's amazing!
Too expensive.
I'm always down for projects.
I can't
I think so, it's more like a creation
but
project.
I have something for you.
Like it's something I'm gonna need
me,
artists
so-
and creators with to be able to help me kind of form it. Unless you're... Asher, you're an artist, right?
Nonsense.
The thing is though, can I pay you? I don't know how much. The problem is how much money do I have for this project? Ooh, this is your stream? No, advertise Asher. Everybody check out Asher. Let me go shout out Asher. Shout out Asher Alami. You're on Twitch too, right? There we go. Illustrator? Even if you be an illustrator, you could be an assistant. Like I could have you do flat colors and things like that. Do you even have money? You need a new headset. I do. But the thing is, I am starting to get more comfortable, like paying things off and stuff, right? Right now, like, I've been getting a lot more commissions, so I do have some money I can, like, save up and then invest into a project. You know what I mean? Like, if I set off some money for a project and do an estimated cost, depending on how long it would take. Because, like, the thing is, I could do a majority of it, but I could hire assistants to make it go faster, right? Like flat colors and things like that. Couldn't you technical commission yourself? I could, but technically, like, you know, money. I still need to do commissions for money, you know? Alin, yeah! Getting some new nibs? Yeah, I could probably have you as a colorist. I'll have to think about like payment options too. I don't want to do it for free for people. Like people who are gonna help are gonna have to, what's it called? Thing is too, like they don't even have to be like fully creatives. Like people who could make maps, like say like RPG Maker maps. Maybe somebody could do that. Like if people know RPG Maker, they could also help out with this project. So he isn't bored. Thank you. Gonna pay Cloud. I don't want to pay in Cloud chat. I won't pay you in what's it called? Exposure. You guys will get paid. Paid. I need the money anyways. Yeah. It's one of those things though, still in the project. I have a lot of projects I want to do, but I have to think about how I'm gonna handle the back ends. Gonna pay us in a Google Docky. Shut up! Sorry. Other thing too is I do need some people that could do writing. Like, if I do an RPG Maker project, I do kind of want to have like one of those things where I could let you guys do the NPC dialogue. I have to think about it though, because I want to do NPC dialogue, and I do want to pay you guys for the NPC dialogue, but I don't know how to do it without like, I'm thinking like maybe $1 per line that you come up with that I could put into the game. I don't know, I have to think about it. I was thinking about projects like this, but at the same time, I don't have the time yet for working on projects. But it would be something I would like to do in the future. Just send project details. I don't have it like formulated yet because I've been really busy as of late. I've been still going back and forth to the hospital for my father, so. Rumor says Alan dressed up. No, I would love like stupid lines like that. Like 100% exactly just that, Sorty. As long as the line is not offensive, I would love to make an RPG game or RPG Maker game where you guys do that. You should plan ahead before mentioning it, not to get ahead of yourself. I think the thing is, it's nice to get excited about it and just like talk about it, you know? Sure, it's one of those things we don't know if it'll come to fruition, but sometimes it's fun to talk about ideas like this. I may or may not be able to get it off the ground. I want to see what I could do, right? But it's always fun to talk about ideas because it's one of those things that it helps kind of like motivates you and like get people talking. I feel like you should pay us on how many projects we're doing for you. I want to pay my artists based on how many color our pictures take a color. And I want to pay like the people like stuff. Like here's the thing. I don't have a lot of money, right? But I do want to make sure I still pay something. We'll see, we'll see. Talk non-stop, DLC, make the NPC shut up. No, you see that? I saw that! That's part of the reason I was thinking about this. This is exactly the reason I was thinking about this. The RPG Maker 2.5 thing. But I don't want it to be like a RPG game. I want it to be more like one of those like walking games, right? Like Yume Nikki. I want it to be like a experience game where you just walk around and you just experience things. More than a RPG Maker like RPG. Do you guys know Alice in Toiletland? I want to be like that, you know? Time to make an NPC that never shuts up. Could be something like that though. Are we doing colored work if it's RPG Maker and RPG Maker? Can't you import things into RPG Maker? But I do have experience with sprite work, so like even with sprite work, you guys could still help me with sprite work base colors. You're starting a new crypto coin. You caught me! Hee hee. Mario has logged in. Thank you, Fenner. I'm so glad. Fenner knows what Alice in Toiletland is. Technically made full game. I have, but I wouldn't count it as like an actual game that you guys played yet. Because it was just like, I just played it on stream. I have done a lot of dumb projects. And I still want to do dumb projects. Like I really, really want to do dumb projects. But I think, what's it called? I think I'm at the point where I could start maybe asking for assistance and helps. I miss dumb projects. Me too. I do want to do a dumb project. Okay, here's the thing. I wanted to do it this year for Valentine's Day, right? If I didn't get caught up in everything that's been happening, this year for Valentine's Day was supposed to be a yandere project, right? And I was gonna go back to visual novel, right? The visual novel thing. And I was gonna have it so like it was you could date the Sheepies, the Rammies, and Alin Laphel, and each of them were a different yandere of a different kind, right? And then the happy ending is you get together, but she's 100% yandere. Hee hee. I forgot what I had the title for it, but I had I was already doing the script writing for it, but I couldn't actually get to finishing it. I'll look over everything after stream, color work I can do. Yeah. I don't have it yet, right? And I'm gonna test a friend really quick, because my friend does volunteer for helping out with projects like this. But I'm gonna see first. I had to get the skill set to allocate work. Allocating work is a skill set in itself. Knowing what I could give other people to do without making it too complicated, you know? So I'll practice it with them first, but we'll see. We'll see. Definitely take some time. It'd be funny to see someone say when King Lionheart was crowned. 70 years ago, there was a parade all over the whole kingdom in a sci-fi corporate dystopia. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun to see what lines you guys come up with it too. I want this to be a us project more than just a me project. I think I need to start doing that more. Us projects more than me projects. One step closer to a VTuber agency. You caught me! I'm starting my own VTuber agency. We're calling it Sheepy Industrial. For each person to yandere. I had that as a story too. Okay, that's another story idea I had. I called it, I forgot what I called it, but it was basically like a yandere battle royale. Where every single girl that loved the main character is a yandere. And it's a battle royale for them to kill each other until they get to one yandere. Was it before or after the Sheepies? After. So this was after. So it was the Sheepy and Rami, after I came up with the Sheepy and Rami thing, I came up with the idea of the yandere visual novel for Valentine's Day. Are you surprised I know it? Yeah. I'm not surprised actually. You do know a lot of RPG Maker games that are yandere. Not yandere. RPG Maker games. I really appreciate the opportunity. Don't say it just yet until I start the project, right? But I think I'm past the age of doing solo projects. I think I have a good enough connections to get people involved now. Why is Fendi and me homeless? Because why not? We'll see though. We'll just have to wait. Like I said, after everything is over with the family matters that I'm going through right now, I promise that we'll start getting back to projects and stuff. Like I said, I want to do a 3D thing where I dance and do stupid things on stream. I want to do like I want to do the sheepy shops again. I want to do like all sorts of things. Are you a Yandere? What's your first thought? What if Yandere? Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, that was my first thought. Yeah, me dad. No, don't say my bad. But I'll get you guys involved. I really do want to, like, get you guys involved in some projects and stuff. We'll see, though. We'll see. Time can only tell. Don't stretch yourself too thin. That's the good thing about this, though. I may be stretching myself thin, but I have you guys to help support it. That was the whole point of this. Like, maybe, like, hands of many can make a project go faster, kind of thing. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm always ambitious with whatever idea I have. Anybody that's been a long-time viewer in my chat knows that. Sometimes to a fault, really. Sometimes to a fault. But, you know what? It's fun. I think the important thing too is just having fun with this. We're not like making it a super serious project. It's just gonna be a dumb fun thing. Started EP unmotivated, now he's full of energy. Yay. Yeah. Remember guys, it's not about the final product, it's about the fun the friends we made along the way. Twitter rage, yeah. Let me tell you about Twitter. Let me get back on the Twitter rage. I'm so angry. Twitter, angry Twitter. There we go. I definitely gotta buy new headphones. My headphones is like coming on and off. And cheap RPG. 5 times the detail, 4 times the size, an NPC in every corner. The thing that inspired this idea is like, have you guys ever heard of Vinesauce? Vinesauce mentioned. Vinesauce has a really good Vinny Vinesauce has a really good community. Like he has like a lot of people doing dumb projects and game projects. And the one that I saw that they did that looked really fun was exactly what I described, but in 3D, right? It was like a world explorer. I forgot what it was called. It was like Vine World or something. Yeah. Vine World Exploration, that one. Where it has like all the dumb memes. It's pretty much like an amalgamation of everything his culture of his stream, right? So here's a picture of it, right? So it's basically like his fans like took all the dumb memes and stuff that they done and made it into like a 3D world. And I kind of want to do something like that, but in a more manageable space, which is RPG Maker. Because with RPG Maker, a lot of people know RPG Maker. It's a lot easier to script and stuff. And I think it's a lot easier for it to be a collaborative project, you know? What's the Alan talk about Twitter? I was just talking about how like people just need to respect each other and like you know, well, not respect each other. Like criticism is not what they say criticism is, blah blah blah. And basically people treat criticism as like insults when it should be just, you know, constructive. Something like that. I forgot what it was actually. Basically just enjoy what you enjoy. Whole map of references. You see his Tomodachi Island? Yeah. Oh wait, no, I haven't actually followed his Tomodachi stuff. Are you going to announce? Are you going to update to Unreal Engine 6 when it's announced for RPG Maker? The thing is, like, I kind of want to play with the whole RPG Maker 2D thing and see what we could do. And the thing is, too, I want to make when we do the RPG Maker thing, I want it to be with drawn backgrounds. To make a tabletop game called the Sheepies. That could be fun, but that one would be a little bit more out there that I don't know how to do. The shareholders would love it. Shareholders? Okay. Are you gonna add OCs to the game? Do you mean like my OCs or your guys' OCs? I mean, I would add Aine and Remy for sure. Because I love Aine and Remy. Oh, Aine and Remy, I wish I could help you with your story. What if we made my comic, guys? What if my manga was a collaborative project? Offtask, yeah! Yours, but a few chatters and Easter eggs. No, you guys are definitely gonna be NPCs in there. You know? 100%. Also, this is not going to be a game sold. Alright, just as a heads up, this is not going to be a game sold. This is just going to be like a free fan game that we could play, you know? So it's not even like for any monetization purposes. Can we put it on Steam though, like for free? Like, can we like have it as a Steam game for free for you guys to do? I don't know how that works. Can Steam allow free RPG Maker games? Probably. About how people switch to the newest engine, even though they suck. Oh, I didn't know that. I should be coming out hiatus, so more gameplay. Oh, nice. That sounds like fun. Good luck with coming out hiatus. Do we have to sing songs as idols? We could have it. We could have them sing songs as idols. Any characters in the game shall not be traded for use as AI or something like that. Wait, what? Kickle the itch.io. Oh, that could be fun, yeah. RPG Maker games that exist on Steam. That could be fun. Because I want like people to experience it. Maybe it could be one of those things that maybe somebody might come across just for fun. Flash screen? Oh, I see.
This is my life now.
Andy is a little wacky. I'll stream it out. Yeah, that'd be fun. Hi, my favorite VTuber Oshi. Hi, Optimus Prime. My favorite Transformer. Even though I don't know anything about Transformer. How are you doing? We're just working out commissions, but I do need to get going soon. What's up with Fendi? Is that Octopus stealing a matcha set? You're doing good? That's good to hear. You can have free games that just cost $100. It would be kind of funny. And I could cut out $100 as a fee, you know, for taxes. Unbothered by what happened yet. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will put it onto Steam. I think it would be kind of funny, even if it doesn't really get downloads. It's not about like the downloads and attention. It's just about the fact that I can say I released a Steam game. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. About to make a cult classic. I want to call it a cult classic, really. It's just stupid, basically. It's just stupid fun. There you go. This is why I became a VTuber. Just to do dumb things, right? I became a VTuber so I could do dumb things, but also I can include more people and get more people to work on dumb things with me. Are barely breaking out of Steam. It'll definitely just be no, yeah, it's definitely gonna be just a fun project. Like I don't have any expectations for it to be anything like big or anything like that. But I do want to have a game on Steam just to say, hey, I have a game on Steam. You know?
Hello? Anyone?
I'm doing it for the vanity, just for the fun of it.
Aerobics lovers.
Do you plan to have combat? No. It's gonna be literally like Yume Nikki. Or Alice in Wonderland. Or Alice in Toyland. It's not gonna be a combat game.
Watch me go.
It's just gonna be walking around doing dumb things game. Right? Like if you guys ever seen Toiletland, Alice in Toiletland is exactly something like that. Weird wacky events happening, silly dumb memes, things like that.
Anyone?
I only know Alice in Madness. Okay, so Alice in Toyletland basically had a scene where you entered a scary house and you get invaded by the dark spirit of Mario, and he chases you throughout the house, and it causes like a jump scare.
Anyone?
That's the kind of game I'm talking about. But it also is the same game where you meet up with a butt face guy who joins your party in the land of where a god like steps on you.
Time for my special move.
It's nonsensical, silly, and out there. So when are you adding Michael Jackson? Oh yeah, Michael Jackson's also there. Also, the game is about that your main character's constipated and you enter the world to try to like get unconstipated. So yeah, that's the kind of game that we're talking about. Then you should have exactly one combat encounter. That's exactly what happens in Alice in Wonder or Toiletland. Except it's not a 1 hour encounter. It's literally like the final boss fight, and it's actually just like the only battle in the whole game. We could do something like that. We could have a comically like out of place battle for no reason. Like Alin Laphel the secret boss battle. Yeah, that could be fun. We should have like a sheepy meeting for ideas, right? We'll see, we'll see. This is like a very early idea, right? It's an idea that I've always wanted to do and have, like the idea of making a game together, but it's a very, very early idea. So I haven't really thought too much of it. Alin Laphel, where you hit him and once he dies, yeah. We gotta add even more Alins. Like, here's the thing too, like, something that I really, really want, right? I wanted it to be broken up into sections of different, like, themes, right? So it's like, basically, like, one area might be like the sheepy area, right? And then one area could be like a cyberpunk area or digital area. Another area might be like a fantasy area, right? And you guys are to fill in those areas, and I would like have the main like thing there. Should play a bunch of RPG makers to get ideas. Yeah, I think that might be a fun thing. Voice acting would be crazy. I mean, voice acting might be too expensive for me. Unless people really want to volunteer. But I don't think I'm gonna have voice acting. But I wanted it to be broken up into this, and then like you go between different areas. Kind of like you made Nikki. All just you? Actually, that might be a good idea. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to crack my voice that high. Hey guys, it's me. My name is I could do something like that. That'd be fun. Voice acting DLC. Yeah, actually, I like that idea. You guys are right. And the voice acting is just me. I kind of like the idea. And it should all be in that same voice. Alin, what would story would be like? Dies. It could be like Banjo-Kazooie, where it's like I've been unofficially and also not undertaking a hostile takeover of Tomo Islands by adding my maze. Dies. I can't believe he just said that. Exactly. Check under your couch right now. We'll see. It'll be fun. And I know like I know a couple of VTubers that are willing to help, like Asher, and I know Snippy would probably like to help, and Saren as well. I'm sure Varen Hearts would like to help too. So I already have like 4 people that might be willing to help, especially if they get paid. There are mine. Oh, you need to add a secret toggle to get a secret Swordy's Tomodachi voice meme. I have no idea how I could do that. If only I could like find a text-to-speech that could get something like that. But I should get going to have maybe even multiple versions of one monotone. Oh, that'd be fun. Alright guys, I should get going. I need to get going out once again. I might just like go to the grocery store today too because I'm out of food. I'm out of food for myself to eat, like snacks and stuff. So I need to grab something just in case I get hungry like last time. So I need to leave a little bit earlier so I could start driving. Second toggle that turns on Swordy voice. That'd be great. I'll have to see. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for listening to me yap. I don't know what I can help with. Oh, I know what you can help with. Grabs you by the throat. Throws you out the window. Thanks for streaming. Thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna probably get some headphones. We'll see. That way, because I can't hear anything and it's been like on and off. But I enjoyed our conversation. You know, what are you gonna do with his throat? Watch this. So, let me go stretch. I need to get some food. I'm actually really hungry and I'm out of food to grab or eat. So, gonna put up my island and see what kind of BS. Yeah, I like how Fenner and Rammies are still fighting during this whole stream. Oh man, I suddenly just got hit by a wave of exhaustion. But thank you for listening to me yap about all sorts of topics. Like I said, just go out there, be fun. Don't stretch my throat. Watch this, Varen. Watch this. Don't tempt me. Watch this. There we go. This one's me, right? With my little Hogan hat. And then watch this. With my big old hands.
For dinner last.
And then like we gotta draw your head on the other side. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Asserting my dominance. Alright, bye. You're eating my legs. Help me. Why are you just standing there? Please help me. I actually have a pretty good monotone voice that I could do. It's just like when I said the monotone karaoke. Can you feel life moving through your mind? Ooh, looks like I came back for more. Yeah, yeah.